Hi,
Let me
Alejandro.
this really fast. Hi, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. And you?
I'm doing quite well. Thanks for asking. How was your day? Tell me about it.
Oh, not bad. It was good, I think. As usual, I worked in my job, and yeah, that's it. So, how was your day?
Good. I have a friend who is visiting me here in
Mhm.
Mexico City. So I had to rearrange everything. So they are currently in what is my office. I had to get a bed, and so I had to cram everything into my bedroom.
Oh,
But in a few days, I will go back to having a little bit more space and everything going back to normal. But it's good. Today, I went to take them to buy some souvenirs. Do you know
hmm.
souvenirs?
No, I don't.
Souvenirs are small things that you buy from a place where you visit. For example,
Okay,
keychains or magnets for the refrigerator, something that
okay,
says Mexico or Istanbul or whatever.
yeah.
So I arrived maybe 15 minutes ago. I got an Uber and I came straight back for our class today. So
Okay, great. So you live in Mexico, right?
as of last year, as of November, yes, I live in Mexico City now. Hmm.
Okay, okay. My other regular tutor is also living in Mexico. Maybe I mentioned to you before, I don't remember. But she lives in the boundary of Mexico and USA. She's very close to USA.
Is it? But she lives in Mexico.
Yeah, Mexican side, Mexican side. Yeah.
Do you remember if I told you, like Laredo, Piedras Negras, Tijuana?
No,
No? All right.
no.
Well, anyway, she lives really up north. I live like in the
Yeah,
middle, in the capital of Mexico.
but she told me that they go to USA side every week. They visit for
Right.
every weekend for maybe
Yeah.
shopping, for having some snack.
Yeah.
Like so.
Especially since you can actually cross the bridge and then
Yeah.
come back. Yeah. That's nice. What would you like to go over today? What would you like to do?
I think I don't have any special topic for today. We can make just chit chat, or we can study on a lesson that you recommend, or
Sure.
something. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I will definitely look something for us. I always like to use well, I rotate them, but this is one of my favorite websites that I use with most of my students, not all of
Mm-hmm.
them. It's called Weeblio, and it's a great website because it looks nice, but also the paragraphs are not that big. They're not
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
they're not that long, so it has good vocabulary. And anyway, let's see if we can do one of these. Would you be comfortable with a beginner, intermediate, or expert? What would you select?
Let's try an expert.
An expert? I
Yeah.
like it.
If,
I like it.
if
Okay, so I'm gonna send you one that I think is
okay,
would be interesting for both of us, and let me know when you have opened it up.
it's open. Yeah.
What's the title of this article?
Survey shows Japanese youth spend 3 hours online each day.
So Japanese youth spend 3 hours online each day. So before we get into it, what is youth? What age range would you consider youth being?
I think if we talk about this era that we live in, the youth age range became back. For example, in the past, we could say that youth means the age between 18 and 30, maybe 28. But for now, I think it's earlier. The youth means maybe more than 14, 15, and
Okay,
yeah, and
so
to
so from
26,
14 to 15 to what?
to 26, 27, for example, maybe.
Okay, yeah, sure, most definitely. In your country, and we are not experts in the field. This is just opinion based. Okay, so there's no right or wrong answer. In your country, how many hours do you think youth between the age ranges of 14 to 27, like you said, spend online any given day?
I think it's very similar. 3 hours, maybe more than 3 hours, because social media is very popular in any countries, youth people, and it's the same for Turkish people. I can easily say that. Maybe 3 hours, but I don't think less than 2 hours they spent. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's look at some vocabulary. Just scroll down the page just a bit. We're going to look at some vocabulary. And not only are we going to define the words, but we're going to see in what other applications we can use and utilize these words. For example, number 1 says what?
Number 1, survey. I know this word.
Yeah. And what type of surveys have you done in your life? It could be any kind of survey. What surveys have you taken?
For example, when I was studying in the university, I always helped to my friends surveys. Yeah.
So I always helped my friends to do?
My friends to attend into their surveys, to participate,
Okay, to participate in their surveys. Yeah. Sure. What about number 2? What vocabulary word is that?
Consume. I know this also. Yeah.
Okay. And how would you be able to explain consume for me? If I say, I don't know what that word means, what would you say?
I think we can use this verb in any kind of product or service. For example.
So in any context, perhaps?
Yeah. My car consumes 7 liters fuel in 100 kilometers, for example.
Right.
And also I consumed my time with social media yesterday.
Sure. Yeah. Social media consumed my time yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. What about surf? Number 3.
Yeah, it's very common verb. Surfing, surf on the internet. Yeah, I also like to surf on the internet.
So you're using it in the correct application, but what does surf mean? So if you say, I like to surf on the internet, okay, great, but what does surf mean? I don't know. What is to surf?
I think visiting a website and then visiting the other website, if you talk about internet. But if we talk in general, surf means to spend some time in one place and then spend time in another place. Jumping from one place to other place, maybe.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. So from visiting multiple sites or maybe even one site, but you're visiting different pages, different things. So
also we use a common verb for television. You know it, zapping. Zapping, yeah. When we don't like the program on the TV, we make zapping by using the remote controller, and we are going to the next channel, maybe.
Yeah. There is also, like you said, channel surfing.
Channel surfing, yeah. In Turkey, we call it zapping.
Yes, but yes, it's the exact same thing, most definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go into the next one. What does the next one say?
Official. It's also common usage. Yeah, I know that verb. That word, noun. It's a noun. For example, I work in an official company in Turkey.
So yes. So even though, how do I say this? Even though you used it in the correct sentence, in this application, it's talking about an official person, like an official officer, an official policeman, and somebody who works in an official job or vacancy, if that makes any sense. For example, it says here, a person who has a position of responsibility in an organization. So in this application, it's talking about somebody who are government officials, or
they are authorized, for example.
Sure, they're authorized to do something, let's say.
Yeah.
However, yes, what you said is also correct. Like something that is official, like this document is the official contract between two people, because it's the contract, right? But anyway, number 5, what does number 5 say?
Outcome, the result or effect of an action, situation, or event. Yeah. Opposite of income, I think. Outcome.
Yeah. So
the result. Yeah.
Did you say the opposite of what? The opposite of income?
Income, maybe. Yeah.
So outcome is like the result.
Yeah, result.
Right. So if I pour my coffee on my lap, the outcome is that I burn myself. Yes.
So we call it similar to output. Outcome, output. Right.
Yeah. I mean, they're similar, but they're not necessarily the same. I guess
one of them is tangible, the other is intangible. For example, maybe.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess we can describe it that way.
Okay.
So there are two paragraphs. They're very small. At the end of each paragraph, if there is something that you need a little bit of work on as pronunciation, I will tell you. If you can't read a word, don't worry about it. Just move on and finish the paragraph. Okay. So what does the first paragraph say?
The Japanese government surveyed 5,000 people aged 10 to 17 in 2018. They were asked to explain why they were using the internet and the duration they spent online. There were 61.6% or 2,079 youth responded to the survey. It stated that the interviewees consumed nearly 3 hours of internet surfing a day, which is 9 minutes longer than the previous year.
Good. The only thing here in the third line, the first word, but it's a number. It's 3,000, not 2,000.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3,000. Yeah.
It's okay. But other than that, good. Interviewees, you corrected yourself the second time. Perfect. According to this survey, what?
Yeah. Okay, I'm continuing. According to the survey, 79% of the respondents watch online videos, 76% play games, and 66% surf different sites or send emails. Officials from the cabinet said that Japanese youth are consuming lengthy hours online every year. The government plans to study the outcome of the survey with the help of professionals to come up with a prescribed time duration in using the internet.
Good. Okay, so anything that you didn't quite understand?
No, I understood all of them. Huh?
Good. Okay, good. So now let's look at some of these how do I say it? Some of these questions and see if we can answer them by memory. If you don't remember, it's fine. You can look at the paragraph, but let's first try and see if we can jog our memory to see if we can respond. True or false? Officials surveyed 50,000 people in 2018.
No, it's false.
Why is it false?
Because the survey includes 5,000 people.
Beautiful. Yeah. Number two, now you read it for me.
According to the public opinion poll, the result is a minute longer than last year.
Yeah. What would you say?
It's false. It's not
it's false?
1 minute longer. It's 9 minutes longer than the previous year.
Yeah? Okay. All right. So it was 9 minutes longer than the previous year.
Yeah.
Than this year. Okay. What else?
Respondents,
Number three.
Respondents spend at least 3 hours of surfing every weekend. It's also false. Not every weekend. I think every day.
Right? Every minute, every day?
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, every day.
And the fourth one, young people in Japan spend longer hours online every other year. Yes, right. It's right. It's increasing year by year, I think.
But however, what does every other year mean? Does that mean every year? Or does that mean every other year?
Every next year, maybe. I understood.
So every year.
Yeah.
Every other year would be 2010, 2013, 2015, 2017. That would be every other year. But this, from what I believe it's saying, it's 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right?
Yeah. I understand that way also.
Good. And I'll read number 5 for you. The percentage of respondents who use the internet to view online videos is less than 76%.
No, it's not less than. It's just equal to 76.
Yeah, it equals 76%.
No, sorry. Video. It says online videos. Sorry. The watching crowd online videos is more than 76. It's equal to 79, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
You corrected me because I was looking at 76% of online videos, but I didn't see the 79. So yes, you were absolutely correct. What do you think, what applications do people in your country spend most time on? From your opinion, is it photos? Is it maybe like Facebook? Is it WhatsApp? Or I don't know how many things. I use my Facebook for my family, and I use my WhatsApp. Those are the only two that I regularly use. What applications do people in your country mostly use, in your opinion?
I think in my country, many people spend their time with the most popular application, which name is Instagram. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, they like visiting some other people's pages maybe on Instagram. And if you talk about the second place, I think the Facebook gets the second place, and maybe Twitter, WhatsApp, as you said. Those are very popular in Turkey, like the other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And I also use these applications, but I don't say that I use all of these applications 4 hours or 3 hours in a day. No, I don't spend that much time. But for example, in a day, I also spend 1 hour on Instagram, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I don't use Facebook so often. But
So
WhatsApp is very useful for also your business. Sometimes I can send some documents by WhatsApp.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You can send some PDFs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, of course. I have a Twitter account, but I follow more people than what I
Followed.
I follow more people than people follow me, because I use it to find out information. Usually, if something happens anywhere in the world, I will go to Twitter immediately and I will search, because I know that there is someone who wrote about it, who wrote news about it, or just a regular citizen like myself that says something is happening.
Right.
For example, the whole Cathedral of Notre Dame in France. When I heard about it, I immediately went to Twitter, because I knew that there were people that were tweeting about it. But I don't have any content to tweet. I don't think my life is that interesting to like send out tweets, because I don't. But I use it more to be informed of what's going on.
I'm very similar to you. I use the Twitter for the same way. For example, I got the news about the coup attempt in Venezuela from Twitter,
right?
But I never post tweets. I just use the Twitter for getting some information about the world.
Right, of course.
Like you.
Yeah, and I do have an Instagram account, but I've had it for maybe like 3 years, and I have like 6 pictures. I mean, I don't have, like I said again, I don't have anything cool to show to say, oh, this is my life. No, but I scroll to different people.
I'm quite similar to you, yeah. Completely. I have just 3 or 4 photos on Instagram, but sure. I like visiting some other different pages. Yeah.
Right. But anyway, well, good. I like it. I like this little article. Let's see. Yeah. It says, do you think, and we won't do all of them, just so we can have some free talk. Do you think the government should also survey people aged between 20 and 40? Why or why not? So in this survey, the people that were surveyed were 10 to 17 only.
Yeah.
Do you think that the age range of 20 to 40 spends more time or less time, the same time? What would you say?
I think they can spend less time, but it also would be better to make a survey to the age range between 20 and 40, because it can give any idea to the government about some other situations, about some other maybe investments, maybe I don't know about anything. Yeah, it can be a great survey.
Right. I think also that maybe the age ranges of 20 to 40 spend more time online, because it seems that everyone nowadays works online. They work with emails, they work with, having to do respond to colleagues' messages. How many hours would you say you spend online each day?
I also work and work a business that we can call it online business. So because of this, I can say that I spend maybe more than 3 or 4 hours in a day, because I always write some emails sent to my colleagues, and I always have Skype conferences, and sometimes I visit the professional social media, LinkedIn, I spend some time on LinkedIn every day, and I like that. Yeah.
Right. So but how many hours, more or less?
3 or 4 hours. We can say that. Yeah, 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because just one meeting on Skype takes 1 hour, for example.
Can last a long time.
Yeah, at least. Sending 20 or 30 mails in a day can take more than 1 hour at least, for example. Yeah.
Let's see. Let's go with number 4, and then we can stop right there, just so we can have time to speak about something else.
Okay.
Discussion question number 4. What does it say?
Do you think it is important for schools to have internet access? Explain your answer. Yeah, I think it's important for all the schools because internet is a very, very good content if you use it in the good way. If you use it for reaching the good content, and it's very important to make research and development in the schools. So if you have a strong internet connection, you can easily search what you are searching. Yeah,
right. You can easily find what you are looking for or searching for. Yeah, of course.
So it's important.
I was a couple of years ago, I heard of a startup company that wanted to make cheap computers, like very, very cheap computers for underdeveloped countries, schools, and be able to send internet to the really remote locations that sometimes these schools don't have access to internet. And I was like, wow, I think that's pretty cool. But then privacy concerns come in, and I'm kind of like torn between both, Yeah. But
I agree with you. By the help of internet, the world has become like a village. You can reach any content from Turkey to USA, for example. I can easily learn what's happening for now in USA. Yeah.
I'm gonna mute my microphone really fast. Hold on. Okay, sorry. You can probably still hear it, but here in Mexico, there is a guy with a bell.
It's not a problem for me, Alejandro. Yeah.
Okay, all right. If it's too loud, just let me know. There's a guy with a bell who lets you know that the trash is like going through your street. So you have to go and take your trash and then take it out. But it's really, really loud. So anyway, so good, great. I think we did a really good job with this one.
Yeah, thank you.
Any questions, comments, concerns about what we just read before we move on?
I don't have any question, but I already like this website. Thank you for introducing this website to me. Yeah. I can also study on this website myself. Yeah.
There is another one that I'll write to you here. That is also, I love it. It's not as nice like the website's not very nice, like the design, but it's great. It's really good.
Yeah. I know Breaking News English. Yeah, I already study on it.
They have great articles. It's nice. Let's say.
Nice. Yeah.
But anyway, any plans for the rest of your week?
I don't know. You know, tomorrow and Friday is also a work day for me. Maybe on the weekend we can make some other activities.
Sure.
Because, you know, in this term, the Ramadan has been started for Turkey also. Yeah.
So Ramadan has started.
Has started, yeah. So we are fasting.
So you are fasting.
Yeah, fasting during the day. And because of that, I don't make any plans for the weekdays because we start to eat after 8:15, and there isn't so much time after that hour. But for the weekend, I have some plans.
Ramadan began like a week ago, right?
Yeah, this is the third day.
Oh, okay. Third day.
Yeah. And
is it hard to begin?
Yeah, beginning is maybe hard, but I'm used to fasting, you know, so it's not hard for me.
Right.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, I hope that as the days progress, that you're able to maybe not get used to it, but maybe it becomes a little bit easier. I know sometimes I do. It's not the same thing. I'm not comparing the same thing, but sometimes I do like only vegan for 1 week every 4 or 5 months, just to kind of give my body a break. I'm not vegan. I just do it to have a little bit more vegetables and more different types of, for my health, I guess. And by the second day, I'm like, ugh, my head hurts. I'm tired. I don't want to get up. So, but and
I also had some headaches in the first days. Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah. When do you finish, or when does Ramadan end?
It takes 29 days this year.
Oh.
For 29 days, we will fast. Yeah. And also, I think we are fasting more than 17 or 18 hours in one day. Yeah. It also gives a better health to the body, I know.
Right. It gives the body a break.
Yeah, body break.
Yeah.
It helps to clear your body, I think, because you don't eat, you don't drink, you don't do anything for 18 hours, 17 or 18 hours. I think.
During this time of fasting, is there anything that you can consume, or no, nothing?
No, nothing.
Okay. Does that include water?
No, yeah. You cannot drink water. You cannot drink anything. You cannot eat anything. You cannot have sex, for example. You cannot do anything.
Right. So intimacy, food, water. Are there any other things that are not restricted, but that are honored?
Smoke. You cannot chew a gum, for example. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
All right. Well, 3 days down, 27 to go. 26, 26 to go. Yeah. And then at the end,
we will have a holiday.
It's my understanding that there's like a celebration of a feast.
Yeah. Feast, like a feast. And it's our traditional holiday, Ramadan holiday.
Yeah.
And the God says us that, okay, you fasted for me for a month, and now you can eat, you can drink anything you want.
Go, whatever you want to do, go do it.
Yeah.
Well,
but also all of them are restricted, you know. You shouldn't eat so much, you shouldn't drink so much.
Right. So everything in moderation.
Yeah.
Right. Everything in moderation, I guess.
Yeah. I think our last minute. thank you for this great match, Alejandro.
If you need anything, please let me know.
Okay, I will also send another reservation to you. Maybe for this week, I will look at your schedule.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I will see you then, and I hope that you have a good rest of your day. All right?
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.